Hey, what's happening, everybody? Rod J back again to take a look at another beer. Thanks for swinging by to check out another video. Going to actually take a look at one from out of Baltimore, Maryland. This is going to come from Stillwater Artisanal Ales, and this is their Superhop. So a pretty cool looking bottle that I saw in the store the other day. Decided to go ahead and pick it up. And I've had a few others from Stillwater. Have been pleased from what I received. So just keep it rolling and try a different one. Now this one is mentioned as a Neo-Tropic India Pale Ale, 6% ABV, but not much other information really on the bottle, as you can see there. Outside like that government warning we always see, the nice artwork, which is something they always kind of have some quirky things on their bottles, and that's pretty much it. Even the cap is pretty basic. So let's go ahead and get this baby open and get it into a glass and see what it has to offer. So here we go into the snifter glass with it. Now one thing I will say from the pour itself, I wasn't even trying. I was already picking up some of the tropical notes coming out of it. And I can actually see where this one is bottle conditioned. And I'll see if I can get it up here where, I'm not sure if you can see some of the floaties taking part in the glass there. But it does have a few pieces of yeast that are actually floating around. Turn it on this side, see if you see anything on that back end. So I can make out some of that happening. When I get it to the light, still has a bit of haze, but I get a little bit of light through it, and it actually highlights where you do see some of that yeast remnants from the bottle conditioned. Head itself came out pretty much as a white or just off-white head, but it is dissipating down less than a finger right now, as you can see there. And as far as the other part of the appearance, out of the light, I mean, it has a nice golden orange color that you can see there. And then in the light, it illuminates a little bit, but doesn't really change too much off of that. So let's just go ahead and check the aroma. Yeah, big notes of like tropical. I do get more like an orange. I get a nice bit of citrus coming out of there. Maybe like kind of like a lime type feel. Not as much grapefruit as you would expect on a lot of your IPAs, so that's something toned down from what they use for the hops for this one. But it has that nice tropical citrus aroma, maybe a little bit like a pineapple type feel. Definitely something that gives you that tropical feeling. And on the back end, you do notice a little bit of the other hop action from the IPA. Not really too much dankness coming out. It's not really too earthy or anything along those lines, but you kind of get a little tinge of it in the background. As far as the taste, well, taste isn't too bad. Opens up with a pretty nice burst of flavor. Not too much bitterness on the tongue. It has a little bit of a juiciness on the back end. Not totally dry. Not much anything with any astringency. Sits pretty nice on the palate. Carbonation isn't too turned up on it. It's there, but it's not overbearing. You can see some of the lacing now taking place on it as well. A little bit of that tangerine type flavor in the taste, where it almost pushes it to a soft, like medicine type feel. But I like how it does get off the tongue, gets around the mouth nicely. Can feel it easily getting up into the cheek area. I did mention the 6% ABV, but it's also 60 IBU on this one. Good duration, lasting for a good amount of time. Definitely one you can sit back and enjoy. And I do like that tingling action that takes place. So all in all, not a bad IPA. Pretty solid in that regard. First time I've had this one, as I mentioned, from them. So I definitely would drink it again. Again, this is the Superhop. If you've had this one before, let me know. I think if you're an IPA lover, this is one you may enjoy. But again, if you're not into some of that bitterness, you might want to pass this one up. So there you have it. Appreciate you swinging by. Check out another video. Look forward to catching you in the next one. And if you've had this one before, let me know. Put some comments in the comment section. Love to hear what you think about it. With that all being said, I look forward to seeing you next time. Keep drinking good craft beers. Cheers.